Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girl, Dr. Joy PhD, Callie, and Montique, Princess of Potomac today. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. The last episode that came on last night. I don't know the title. Maybe one of them do. Um,
I didn't
everything
get
we say is
that.
allegedly our
Heather.
opinion. Huh?
Yeah, sorry. I got kicked out. I'm back.
Everything's allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. We're going to rate the episode. I don't have a chat stick moment of the week. If y'all can think of something, let me know. Um,
We do.
you got something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna rate it. I'm gonna share it. Then we'll do our chat stick moment of the week, and then we'll get into the episode. So, ladies, how are y'all doing today?
Hanging as best as possible. Okay.
I know I forgot all about going live. If you wouldn't have sent that message, I would not be
Mm.
home. I came home once you said it. Jordan, we're supposed to get our eyebrows done. Oh, sorry, it just hit me. We'll go tomorrow. Okay. So, anywho, how would you all rate the episode? Stop, my dog. It
I mean, I'll give it a 5. It was all right.
5. I think. Yeah. What about you, Joy? Let me put this thing
Joy.
on.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. I ain't had
Yeah.
shit. I'll give it the same. I felt like it was okay. I don't have a lot of notes, so that's how I know. Maybe it was just okay to me. Um, so it starts back off. Oh, what's our chapstick moment of the week? Go, Callie. Since
Actually, I
you have
guess
one.
since we're doing Married to Medicine next, I don't have a chapstick moment of the week. I was just going to say, did y'all see the live with B? What's his name? B. Smith, Quad, and Dr. Heavenly, and Quad was mocking Sweet Tea. Did y'all see that?
Would that be for Married to Men? I guess we could do it for this one. I don't care.
I'll give you this that for just a moment. If
Okay,
people,
go ahead.
Okay.
I'll give you the. I was only thinking this only because it's in context to Potomac. If you all really want to hear what Anika and them were really talking about, there are
Mm.
blog posts from 2020 about in October of 2020 is when this news hit. If you all didn't know, these rumors about Wendy being um
Osu.
cursed, her bloodline and all that stuff, Osu. I'm not trying to pretend like I know about African culture because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that. She These articles were around the same time, almost the exact same time, because sometimes the articles, and I say articles loosely because these are blog articles, that people where the rumors about Eddie piped in. This is all old, y'all. Not sure why this is coming up, which makes me think that the producers came
The
across this
producers.
girl and they're
Mm-hmm.
going after Wendy this season. This is just my train of thought because this really is old news. Like if
It's
you,
very old.
it's
And
very
that's
old.
why
This
when people say, "Why y'all bringing stuff from the blogs? Why you bringing stuff?" Because
mhm,
they gonna put it in here some kind of way. Because this was
yeah,
the same blog post where they were saying that Eddie was liking the white girl's pictures, that he had a baby on the
yep,
way, and
yep.
that's when Giselle then were asking, "Are you changing your body because of all these rumors out there?
All
Like,
of
don't
these
let this
articles
change
were
you." Yeah.
all of these articles were around the exact same time. The exact same time.
So this isn't new. And then when Wendy came on the show, wasn't it like Eddie's family felt like her family? I don't know if she used the word cursed, but she did say that they weren't at the wedding. They did not like her family. So I mean, I don't know why Wendy's acting like this is something brand new, in my
And
opinion.
it's interesting because like his family believes that to the detriment of their relationship of their son.
Yeah, like they hate their grandkids
That's
because of
insane to me.
Wendy. Yeah,
Does
because of
Wendy
Wendy.
believe? Is Wendy bringing it up, or is Ashley bringing it up, saying it, making it sound like the new girl brought it up? Is that why Wendy's kind of
Well, Ashley
readdressing it
made it
again?
seem like NECA brought it up, but she did not.
Yeah, so that's probably why Wendy is.
Yeah.
kind of getting back to it though. If it was Ashley,
But
just Ashley, it wouldn't
let
be
me
a big
say
deal.
this. It was obvious. If you believe NECA, I don't know. I ain't figured out what's going on with her. But if you believe a NECA, it's some background stuff that's going on that don't make sense to me. It kind of don't
We'll
make
get into
sense to me.
you took me with Robin.
It kind of reminds me, no, of what happened with Phaedra and Nene when they first met. And it was kind of weird because both of them were from a relatively small town, the same small town. They knew some common people. Even
Yes.
if
Now I get
Nene
what you're
didn't
saying there.
always know those common people, it's so weird to me for you to pretend like you don't know this person and just flat out deny their existence to the point where you want to dismiss them. It's weird to me. I don't know if it's a power play. I don't necessarily get it. The Alabama in me, I live in the Midwest now. The Alabama in me, if I met somebody that was from, used to live in this town called Forestdale, which is a suburb of like Birmingham. If I had met somebody that was from Forestdale, I would be excited to talk to them. That's just me.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like, oh,
there was a rumor that production wanted, and this is a rumor allegedly, wanted Wendy to introduce her, and Wendy refused because she didn't want another Nigerian person or her on the show.
That
There's a
would
rumor.
make
I don't know how true it is.
much
And so
sense.
that's when they
Wow.
went to Ashley. Now this is just what I've heard.
That would make sense. No.
Yeah.
It makes sense because you do wonder why wouldn't they? They are literally from the same tribe.
Yeah.
They don't even make no sense.
So that's just a rumor.
It's really weird to me how she's like her energy just seemed off even at this brunch. Now you could argue that she was going into the lion's den, but I tend to think that she had more not alliances. She had more friends than foes at that table because Giselle ain't gonna give her none. She's always been clear with that. So she wasn't gonna get no pushback from Giselle. She might not have known how Mia would pop off, but I just didn't understand like her body language. Y'all watch her body language, her licking of the lip. It was so obvious to me that she was uncomfortable, and
Who are you talking about, Wendy or NECA?
Yes, Wendy.
Which one, Wendy?
Wendy.
Okay, I just like
I'm talking about specifically when she was sitting at the table with the ladies, not inside.
Okay.
Not later.
That's what we can start. You want to start talking about that? Let me get my notes. Okay.
Yeah.
So it starts off with them sitting at the table. Robin kind of comes in hot, saying, "Don't talk about me. I ain't gonna talk about you. I'm not hiding nothing." You know what I'm saying, at the table. And she told Giselle, I
wasn't
really
it
like
interesting
that you
though
that one needs to change his way.
She's open.
Go ahead.
She's open.
Who, Robin? Oh yeah, she's open.
I was actually surprised about that.
She said, "I'm not trying to hide from y'all." And Giselle said, "Well, thanks for the update." And then that was it. And she told Karen that she needed to apologize to Robin. Do y'all think that Karen needs to apologize?
Karen needs to leave the show.
Yes.
I just
Why
can't
you say
with her.
that?
Karen, I'm just over her, and she she just needs to leave the show. I'm tired of her lies, and so the whole picture thing was a lie. Is that what I'm learning?
Yes.
You know what? So why are you
right? That's what I'm saying. Does she need to apologize? Because it's a lie.
Yes, she needed to apologize and then sign her own pink slip and say goodbye.
That's why Giselle don't trip off what she says, because she said they were all lies. She said if it was some truth in there, I might be a little upset. But she says Karen just be throwing stuff against the wall and hope it sticks. I kind of believe
and
it.
people
Yeah,
laugh,
she's
and I
been doing
think
it
people
season
laugh
after
at
season
her.
after season after season. It's not
Like
funny.
she just lies. Like, I mean, she flat out said out of her mouth. You heard her say, "I shouldn't have said that. I've never seen the picture." But yet she says, "How about the picture that's running around about like they?" She literally lied.
See,
That's running
But what's
around
so
about
crazy is I
wine in the
point this
blind.
out, Joy.
Huh?
She's not blonde. The picture of the girl, because I didn't
Right.
even realize that. But the picture of the girl, she's not blonde.
And I
So
said
I'm
that,
sitting
and
here
she
like,
just attached
yeah,
it
you
to
said it last
wine.
week.
Yeah, she attached it to Juan's co-worker, trying to act like, oh yeah, because she light skin and she does kind of have a hooky like
Right. And she got a
nose.
mo.
Yeah, she looked like me. But I kept saying, didn't she say the woman was blind? Like Karen really just throws things up
Yeah.
against the wall. Because if you remember, blind was the first thing that came out of her mouth, because when she first said it, I was like, oh Lord, she must be white. Because she literally said,
Yes.
he has another woman, she's blind. And I was like, oh Lord. And
Uh-huh.
she looks like me. And then I said, oh Lord.
And then they did the picture with her looking like she looked, and it was hilarious.
And that's when they drew that picture. Exactly.
That she needs to apologize. No? Y'all don't think?
I didn't hear you. I don't know if it's
Did I go
my
away?
internet
I didn't hear
or
you either.
yours.
Something broke out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here now. Sorry, I'm doing like 18 things. I need to stop. I have ADHD, I think. So can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, D.
I'm focused on this real quick. Do y'all think Roman needs to apologize?
There I saw that picture of Karen. That's a real, now that actually is a real picture.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh,
We saw the picture, it just
okay.
doesn't show
I didn't
much.
think they
I don't
showed the
remember.
picture.
They didn't. We got it though. It's like it was in the
Oh, I don't
groups. We
remember that.
shared it. It wasn't anything
Oh, I
to,
didn't see it.
yes, you did. Because I definitely shared it. It just was insignificant. You all forgot about it. She was in
Oh,
Vegas.
okay.
We wouldn't have known she was in Vegas. They had to tell us. She was standing in line. It looked like she was walking into a hotel. And it was a white guy that was behind her who had her bags. And that's all the picture was. And
That's
like
all the picture
real,
was.
we wouldn't have even known that the guy was with her. But unless they told you, it was just Karen standing in line like she was checking into a hotel. That's what it looked like to me. Now, I don't know if it was a store. I can't really tell you. It looked like to me they were in line standing, because whatever she was doing, she was standing. And it was right next to a high counter. That's why I assumed that she was like checking
Well,
in.
I do remember her.
I thought it was.
I
Like I thought it was a bar. I thought they were at a bar.
It was like a bar. Now that you say that, I remember that picture.
I can't remember. Was it a bar?
That's what it looked like. They were
think it was
sitting
a
in
bar.
like a
My
bar.
point is, I wasn't sure. I just, whatever it was high. It
Yeah.
wasn't like waist length,
Yeah.
like counter
Right.
length. It was like
It was up.
upper.
Yeah.
So it could have been a bar. I don't really know.
It
But
could have been a hotel bar.
People were saying that she was in a hotel with some white guy. So I didn't know if she was standing in line. You could very well be correct that it was the hotel. I don't really know. But whatever it wasn't like she was hugged up and on.
Yeah,
We
they were
could have
just like
watched it
standing
and
next
not
to each
known
other.
they were together.
Right.
Gotcha. Makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So, where we at now? My notes. Look, I'll be all over. I'm gonna focus on y'all in a sec. Okay? All right, so let's get to Wendy at the table. I don't understand how this happened. So she's talking about her. What made her start talking about the TV? Did she just start talking about it, or did something lead up to it?
What's her name? Asked her a question.
Ashley, yeah.
Ashley asked her a question. She said,
"Okay, so Ashley must have asked her what you up to or something."
Yeah, she said,
"Okay,
Karen told me you're thinking about starting a a show.
And she was really defensive in the way
Okay.
she started talking about
Yeah,
him.
that's why I said she is very insecure. I don't care what nobody said. It's nothing
Yeah.
about her exudes confidence. Everything that she does screams, I'm not quite too sure, but I'm gonna put this off and I gotta project confidence. It's almost like she's talking to her inner self. That's how I see it.
I think
Because
she shows confidence, but I also think that when she's around people she knows won't find what she's talking about interesting, that's when she becomes defensive in her conversation. Because she's sitting there talking to um, everybody at the table was educated, I think, but Ashley, right? So she knows she's talking
no,
to some,
Ashley had, I think everybody has a degree at that table but Karen.
even
Yeah, but
Ashley.
Karen.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I think she knows she was
Because I
sitting there
think
with.
to be whatever in the pageant, you have to have some sort of education.
Okay. Okay, and not
Okay.
just a sugar daddy. Okay, so I
Screaming,
think
Callie.
Yeah.
Screaming.
okay.
I would
I
have
don't
a
even
sugar
know.
daddy and I've got education. Okay. Let one
I
try
just
to
think
come
she
to me.
knows that she was sitting there talking to some people that wasn't going to fall for her bull crap. You know, especially when she said there are other news shows that just don't talk about anything of significance. And she said it, and so either you get it or you don't. She was really defensive. I think because she
I didn't
knew
like
that they
that.
didn't want to hear what she was saying.
I think
Well,
it is.
go ahead.
Wendy does a lot of counter stuff. That's why I kind of get the psychology of her. This is my opinion, which may not be worth the yellow beans. But I don't know if y'all remember, but season 5 or was it season 6? You know, their argument about was that Wendy was no longer bringing substance to the
That was
table.
season 6, honey.
Yeah, that was season 6. So in season 6, I think she calls herself like people were on her even last year. Say as bad as people thought Mia's throwing the drink on her was, people would like to see some kind of, I use this term, which may not mean much to anybody, some kind of emotional intelligence for her. People want to see Black excellence from her, and because people want to coin that or give that title to her. But I always remind people it comes with the level of an emotional intelligence. She hasn't been able to do that because she can't rise above pettiness. So everything, so every time she gets mad, she thinks being hood, so-called hood, trying to prove how hood she is the way to prove herself dominant.
You think Wendy's being good?
When she
That's what
says
I'm gonna know.
things like, I don't give a F about these degrees. When it all boils down,
She
she
tries
don't
to
know
be.
me. I want to be ratchet. When she says stuff like
That
that,
equates to ratchet.
uh,
For her, it does.
for her it does.
I
Not when
guess,
you at the
honey.
same time want to say, look, you can still
What,
be.
month nigga? I'm just saying, girl, that ain't ratchet. But okay.
I'm
I'm
not saying
laughing at
she's
you because
trying to be
what is hood to
silky.
you?
Nobody's
You
saying
don't
she's
know
Well,
trying
her
to be
talking to
Wendy
some
silky.
ain't
women
it.
who've been
Wendy
growing
don't
hood.
exude it. She ain't never gave that off,
Yeah,
baby.
She
she
dressed
tries.
like
She
it. She
fakes
She ain't
it.
never
literally
even
No,
does.
tried.
she
She
ain't.
ain't
But
even
she tries to
tried.
talk
I
like
know
she
what
wants
hood
to
looks
be.
like. I'm from the hood. That
But
ain't
see,
Karen.
D,
I think
you don't know who,
See.
but you're dealing with us, and we didn't grow up in the hood, so to us that's hood. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
that's
it
good.
depends on
you
your
can't.
level of hoodness.
I mean, there is a level of hoodness that you don't necessarily expect when people are so-called want to present themselves
I
as
just don't.
elite.
I
Say
just don't
whatever
feel
you
like
want
she's
about
ever
Wendy. Wendy
exhibited
wants to
that.
present herself as elite. That's why she keeps reminding people, trying to put people in their place.
Yeah.
That's her entire conversation. Every time she talks to a person that is an adversary, she wants to put them in her and put them in her place. She wants them to know that I am above you. You are down here. I am this. You are not. I am smart. You are dumb. I am this. You are not. I got a man. You don't. I have.
Yep.
I mean, that's how she fights.
I agree
What do
with
you think,
that.
D? Do you agree with that?
I'm Team Wendy. That's all I have to say.
I'm not
But
team. I'm not team Wendy, but
I'm
she
not
does
team
have
Wendy either.
her
I
ways
mean,
of
I do feel
attempting to.
I do feel like she's arrogant, yeah, but like that trying to get hood and all that, like her making those statements does not equate to hood. Period. Point blank at all. That
To
does not
you.
So
equate
who
to
else
that.
on that show talks like that, D? But her. her.
I mean,
Answer that.
none of them on that show present that. Anytime they have ever fought on Potomac, like none of them have ever gave off trying to be hood. None of them, to me,
Except for
to
Wendy.
me, to me. I'm speaking
Literally,
from
except
my
for
point of
Wendy.
view, in
When
my
you say,
opinion.
when you literally say out of your mouth, this isn't me saying something that she projected. These were words out of her mouth. What's wrong with being educated and a little ratchet too?
It's nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel.
You didn't hear me. Let me say it again. These are the words that she said out of her mouth. I don't have to attribute her to being hood or ghetto. She wants to be.
I just don't get that. So
That's what she gave herself.
okay,
This isn't me saying what I
and
think
that's how
she
you
is.
feel.
It
But
ain't
she
how I
said it,
feel.
is what
It's
she
what
said.
she said.
But how
She
does
said
that statement to me does not give off
Okay,
that? That's why I said that's how you
All
feel.
right, let's move
I
on.
don't get that from any of that. That's why I'm saying this is my opinion. If you feel like that, I'm not discrediting it at all.
Okay, so anyway, so they're at the table, and she says that she's doing a talk show that's for people of a certain intellect. And it's not for people. Did she say low vibrational?
Yes,
I
she did.
didn't really write down stuff she said because I can't take it. What do y'all think about that statement alone?
I thought she was just trying to be funny and shady towards them at the table. Personally, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like she was being shady, a little provocative, a little bit.
I don't know if provocative would be.
Not
Oh.
provocative. I'm sorry.
But
Trying to
why?
provoke.
But why? Who had done anything to her for her to want to project that at that moment?
I mean, I just feel like she just don't like them at that point. And I just feel like they need a little cast shake up a little bit. Like NECA was not enough. Like their cast to me has gotten to the point where some people, like a couple people, need to go.
Well, so wait a minute. So just because you don't like somebody,
No, I'm saying the cast has gotten to the point of toxicity.
But she's causing this. Nobody else caused that but her. She said at that table.
Thank you.
She said at that table. Nobody was mean to her. Nobody said anything negative to her. Not one word. Even Ashley, when she said, I'm doing a talk show and it's gonna be above other people, Ashley said, yeah, it'll probably be above me. Like nobody said anything, even when she said that, trying to down them.
It wasn't until she said the low vibration that even Sharice was like, come on now. Like she was insulting them in their faces.
Why?
I
mean, look at the past.
But so
what did Sharice do to her?
She was insulting them in their faces. She knew they was not interested in what she's talking about.
Oh my God. Are we going to sit up here and act like you can't make an out loud statement, but we know exactly who you're talking about without you saying it?
But it was no reason. Nobody has done anything to Wendy at this point. So she going to bring this old stuff to
Ain't
the show.
Giselle doing it? Ain't Giselle doing it?
What did she do? What did Giselle do?
She hasn't said anything, but she's still bringing that negative energy.
I won't say nothing to you.
Why you negative energy? She really hasn't displayed any energy. She said because neither one of them are.
We're basically still in the same space of not moving on, harboring the same beef from like 2 years ago. That's irritating. Let's move on. Like, oh well, y'all. Like, come on now. Everybody on these shows. Everybody on these shows.
Let me be clear. If I came to you twice, one time when our incident first happened, I get it. You weren't ready to receive it when it first happened. You was ticked off. I even understand why she didn't want to talk to Giselle when that situation first happened in Williamsburg. But Giselle, let me say this: Giselle came to her later. Like I don't know how, we don't know how later it was, but it was somebody's event that was outside. It was some kind of flower.
And Wendy still wasn't ready. So what's the problem?
Wasn't ready. Giselle has done her part. If I come to you twice and say, hey, I would really like for us to talk, and you rejecting it, you have nothing to say to me, then no, I'm not going to ever speak to you like ever, never, ever again.
Child, it ain't that serious.
I feel like, listen, I feel like it was out of hand. I feel like she came in that thing. Ashley showed her nothing but grace. Nobody was mean to her. They showed her the house. People were giving her hugs who wanted to give her a hug. They sat down to eat. Nobody was saying anything negative to anybody else. And she sat down and tried to insult their intelligence. That's not how
it was
instead of like pumping up
you
her,
people.
Instead of
all
like
she had to do was talk about my talk show's gonna be great.
She decided to insult them. It wasn't even necessary.
Well, okay. After I say this, this is really all I have to say about it. She don't like them. I don't know. I'm shady like that. So if I don't like you and I'm around you, I'm probably gonna be funny and try to be extra.
But
so
that wasn't funny.
It was.
By being funny, I'm not saying literally make. When I say be funny, I'm not meaning literally make you laugh, honey.
Wait a minute, and then proceeded to call Mia slow. What y'all think about that?
Well, we was gonna get to that. Okay, so hold on.
Well, I mean,
Wendy isn't trying to be hood. She's trying to be mainstream and cool with checking the other girls. Well, she's not doing a good job. I mean, I've seen so many people feel like that was unnecessary who like Wendy.
It's a turn off.
It's
the same reason why I won't buy one of Candace's or even give her. I mean, I'm so petty because I already know my cousin is a producer, and he told me how much money around about average. They don't get nothing but like a nickel every time your phone. I mean, you play their song on like Spotify or Apple Music, when Candace has come across, because I did download it because I wanted to listen to it when it first happened.
How'd we get to Candace?
I have no idea.
It's the same reason why I would never turn on the talk show that she would have. I actually would turn it off so I won't give her 15 minutes. It's the same reason why. Every time, because you get points for every 15 minutes on TV shows, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. I think this
ain't gonna be on TV. This is gonna be on YouTube.
Okay, I wouldn't even give her a play. I wouldn't give her a view. So every time Candace
what we doing is what she gonna be doing.
I skip through her. I make sure she don't get
no thank you. She said discover this channel a week ago and I'm hooked. Chime in, honey. Chime in. I don't know how to say your name. Shisho. Somebody help me. Shisho. Anyway, let's get on to it. So
I don't like Mia, so I did not. That didn't bother me at all. I really just can't stand Mia at this point. I don't like Mia at all.
And I understand not liking somebody. I do, but I feel like if Kenya or Giselle would have done that to them, y'all would have made a big deal out of it because nothing was happening.
Absolutely.
No, don't say we because I'm a Kenya stan. So don't say we because I would apply to Kenya.
But see, it depends on who you like, I guess. And I don't have anything against Wendy. I just thought that was unnecessary.
I don't have a bias about anybody because Kenya has been wrong, and I love me some Kenya.
And I will say when she's wrong. Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you view the show and your perspective on what's going on the show is how you're gonna feel about the confrontations and stuff that's going on. Like versus me, I don't really care for Giselle and them like that for the stuff that they have done in the past. So it's like I can't really be mad at Wendy for not liking her because I probably wouldn't like her either. So I don't know.
She ain't got. I think you're missing a point though that nobody cares if they like her. It's other people at the table. Giselle shouldn't be a factor.
But it was Mia. It wasn't even Giselle.
Well, yeah, and same thing with Mia. If anybody, which I have had a drink thrown on me before, I have, and I am still not friends with that person to this day. I see that person. I've been around that person, and he know not to even dot his face towards my way.
But Mia did nothing to her at that moment. So you just gonna sit down at the table and just insult him? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think if Mia would have just not asked that question, she probably would not have said.
What did she ask
the question?
What did she ask?
She didn't.
Well, whatever she said, something about uplifting.
I'm wondering, did somebody say something to her? Like what jogged her to say something?
Talking about Mia.
Yeah, because Mia's comment seemed off left out of the blue. Because she was talking to Ashley and she leaned over. Well, she didn't lean over, but she was turned to her. And she said something like, well, she's already said that.
Well, I think it was because she was insulted, Joy. She just told you. She just told them it wasn't for their educational level. And she's like, well, you're supposed to be empowering women. So to come and sit here and say that
she might not have a degree. Maybe she doesn't.
But Mia did kind of make it. Mia did kind of make it about herself, though.
She said, "Well, I'm not going to uplift you because you're slow." Now, what do y'all think about that?
No, I'm saying the initial comment. Mia was like, "Well, what about me? What about me? What about not if you uplifting women? Why aren't you trying to uplift me?" Like, girl,
it is funny though, because when she said that, I kind of giggled. I've seen, I love watching the news. I've seen her commentaries. She talks really fast. She's really not a good commentator, in my opinion. But there was one incident. This sister don't have a show no more. She used to on Saturdays. I just happened to be watching MSNBC, and they were interviewing Wendy, and it was actually a really good interview. But it wasn't her commentating. It was her talking about, I think she was promoting her book that her and her mom did together.
Okay.
So she was talking. I remember thinking she was very personable in that particular interview. But her commentating, in my opinion, is terrible. Like, she's like, like, I watch the news all the time. You at least take a breath.
My attention span can't handle the news.
I can't handle the news. Okay, but let's get back to the show, y'all, because we got another show after this. So what do y'all think about her calling?
I'm gonna call her.
Yes. So what do y'all think about? Okay, Lord, can I talk? Okay, what do y'all think about?
I'm sorry, that wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. What do y'all think about her saying because you're slow? Is that as an educator? Because I'm not an educator. I don't think
she should have said that, but I also I didn't like how Mia I don't like how Mia responded. But again, this is another example of Wendy having something and using what she has against other people. That's just really a perfect example of why, in my opinion, she's just not a good person. Like, so what? Like, can you imagine somebody
you think Giselle is a good person?
No, I'm saying you don't use your strengths against other people. Like, it's a bully. Like, that's really the definition of a bully. I'm big, I can fight. I'm now going to use my brute against you. I'm smart, you're not so smart. I'm now going to use my gift against you. You're funny, I'm now going to roast you because I'm funny and I can now embarrass you. Like, that's not a good person.
And then I also say this.
But did Mia try to do that to her last season with the whole Peter situation? Like, trying to embarrass Wendy at the table? Like,
Peter.
when
they were in Miami, when she threw the drink on her, the argument that led to that.
Okay, that wasn't about embarrassing her. That was really to try to some kind of form of aggression, which she shouldn't have done. Mia was flat out wrong. Like, flat out wrong. There's no way. It's a humiliating situation. You should.
Mia was not wrong.
But at the same time,
not wrong.
I mean, Callie, let's be real here. The Peter stuff did not have anything to do with Mia. That had nothing to do with her.
That still has nothing to do with you taking a strength and then using it against other people.
So I have to say this: if you are reaching so
Mia was definitely dead wrong.
If you're trying to reach the masses and you're talking to somebody and you're telling them you're ostracizing the people who gonna watch your show. Because people are not going to want to watch her if you're like, I'm gonna be so smart, you're not gonna be able to understand me. First of all, Mamacita, if you're in journalism 101, you talk to the masses. Most of the stuff we watch and read is for people with 8th grade education.
I was just going to say that.
Sit here and act like you got to be on the upper echelon to be a news person or to be a talk show host, because you don't do that. You reach the masses. So to me, she sounded foolish. Like, when she was trying to insult them.
But I don't think she's only going to be talking about, like, that type of stuff, though. I think she's going to be talking about a lot of different stuff along with that.
She said she would.
The talk show's out. So, hey, it came in fruition.
It ain't. When did it debut? It's on YouTube. So, and I thought
that's what I'm saying. Like, it came out. Like, it shouldn't have happened.
She did not have. Have you seen the episode?
No, the first episode is going to get ready to come out.
Okay.
She announced
it. Have you seen the episode?
Yeah, she did.
Right now.
He has not seen it. He don't even know
what it is.
You say what, Tanique?
So it's coming out when?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to find it. I seen it though. She
You
made
ain't
a
gonna
video.
watch it. He ain't gonna even watch it. He ain't even know the date.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but I do follow Wendy on social media, and I seen her announcement about the first
I saw her
episode.
say it's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
but I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch the
Fox.
news.
People
I'm
thought
not
it was
gonna.
gonna be a show. I said no, it's gonna be on. She doing what we doing on YouTube.
Yeah,
But
she
we
said
talked
she
about
hopes that it get. She's wanting it to get picked up by Fox or something. That's what she said. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't care about the news. I don't care about.
I don't care either. But I really hope that she gets some people to watch that's smart, because evidently we ain't smart today.
Like, child, I do not care about what's going on in the White House, in the Congress, the House of Representatives. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Because if it was up to me, honey, oh, listen, we got an 81-year-old man running the country. That says it all.
Okay, so I will say this: Giselle has not said one word to Wendy, and I don't think she will.
I am actually glad because I don't want to even see them argue or even go
I
back
don't think
and forth.
Giselle cares. I feel like Giselle's like, I'm not giving her any of my time.
I'm glad they moved on.
It looks like I hope they stay this way.
Me too.
I don't think anybody. What about the communion? So this was trying to one up. See, Wendy's always trying to tit for tat one up. So she's invited everybody to the communion except Rob. I guess Rob, because Giselle.
Wait, can I say this, Montanique? Can I say one thing? I'm
yes,
actually loving Giselle this season because because she ain't in nothing, and that's such a refreshing. She said
this was a good season for her. She gonna let everybody else work this season. But I don't think nobody cared about the community. Do you think they was hurt? Because Wendy felt like they was gonna be really hurt.
I doubt it.
Let me say this. When she was invited there, all I kept saying is, why are they having this waste of a segment? I was so surprised. And then I kept watching. I was like, oh, they really.
I mean, child, we have to sit through Robin and one. We can sit through a communion.
I said they're playing with Wendy in her face. They're going after her. Like all of that. Yes.
Well, yeah, if you think about the shrine and all of that.
All of that was a setup for the upcoming.
Because if you look at the preview from last week,
it wasn't anything exciting. Demetrio, I'm gonna put you on pause. I
know Demetrio has been just interrupting.
Seriously, because we have to be able to get through this.
Joy, you are the last person.
I know she don't like it.
We can't have two of us.
Listen, let me say this real quick.
Joy said just one.
I'm the thick of one other relationship. Both of us can't be that. So that's what you
I'm telling you, can't happen. We can't be both of us.
Okay, go ahead. Both of us can't have a belly at the same time. Okay, so
I forgot what I was saying. Y'all know I can't think.
Oh Lord, my head. Kelly, me and you, so we the good people today. Okay, let's move on. What do y'all think about the Giselle and Grace scene? I can't believe she's going to school. Cute. Oh, I'm sad.
And Joy, while you trying to reprimand me, I actually was agreeing with you.
Okay.
She don't want to be okay.
Demetrio, if you ain't figured it out, my memory is about 6 seconds long.
She forgot.
If you ain't figured that out, I really have issues with short-term memory. So it's like sometimes when I'm talking and I'm trying to get out what's in my head, unfortunately. And it's
making excuses like Wendy.
Very rude.
Callie, please stop.
And I'm working on
it. I'm working on it.
I'm gonna put myself on mute to prove it. Oh, before y'all go into Giselle, I thought the scene of Wine and Robin was cute, and the snake,
yes.
That was so cute because I must have went to go eat or something. What happened?
I'll just get so tired when I see one come on my screen.
And they were talking about they came across a dead snake that obviously a vulture, and they said they can smell them. They were just having a conversation. They walked up on one and they were having a conversation, and then Wine picked her up to throw her near the snake. I thought it was cute.
Her and Juan's supposed to go on walks every day if you listen to Reasonably Shady. So I guess they're trying to connect again.
Callie,
So
why you tell me don't hate on one? I'm not hating on him. I just don't like men like him.
Men like Juan. Okay.
Yeah. He's a excessive cheater. He treat Robin like trash. Like, I just don't like men like that. Like, Robin deserves so much better.
let me face get back up there. Okay, anyway. So Grace and Giselle was really cute. She's going to school. I really wonder if her and Heavenly's daughter are gonna be friends. I don't know.
Did her daughter go to FAMU too?
FAMU, Giselle and yeah. So I wonder. But Grace posts. I follow her on Instagram. I don't know if y'all do, but she don't ever be with Alora. But I would like them to be friends.
I don't
Giselle,
know.
You don't think so?
No.
Because of Heavenly.
Why?
Yes, because of Heavenly. If Heavenly and Giselle can't be friends, and the kids can't be friends.
But I mean,
I don't think Giselle and Heavenly like each other.
What?
They don't get along.
I don't know if they do or not. I'm saying, would they know? Do you get along with Heavenly?
I wouldn't.
Come on now, you Heavenly up in there. No.
Okay, before I forget, please don't let me forget. You know, people freeze frame that conversation that Heavenly was having with her daughter. They said it was infamil in their cabinet.
Nuh-uh. Who's infamil? Who
picture, but I couldn't
mean
find
that she don't clean because her house is messy. Mm-hmm.
No, infamil is baby food, child.
I know her house is messy. She ain't cleaned it out. She got stuff
Shut
from that long ago.
No, I don't think that. People
What
were
do you think it is?
That one of her sons, have a baby.
Oh, maybe so. I can see that.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that could be. They're old enough now, but I think it's just her place of junking. She got old stuff she threw away.
I cannot. Well, I will say
she
this.
can pressure wash their damn house.
Pressure, contamination. Pressure wash the
Wait a minute. Have y'all noticed? We got to talk about this when we get married. Have y'all been seeing her and she's been doing like these little videos?
We're going to do Married to Medicine in 15 minutes.
Put it in the chat, Joy, so we won't forget.
Okay, because y'all know I won't.
So let's go back to I love the little dance montage with Giselle because honey, she can't dance, but she tried. And I was rolling. So I'm sitting here and I'm not ragging on Wendy, but she just said stuff that trips me out. She said, so you know my daddy was a preacher. Now my mama was Catholic and my daddy was a preacher. I think he was like a Protestant preacher. Like she didn't know what kind of preacher her daddy was.
I thought that was crazy.
That's just like her last week talking about, yeah, I know a person who would be a good PA. You do? Now, what's the PA again? Like, but anyway. What do y'all think about them having the communion practice, which I didn't grow up Catholic, but when I got baptized and we did communion, I didn't have a practice. Is this normal? Or do we not know? Did y'all say that?
I don't know.
Say that again.
Okay. So when you go to have your first communion, do you practice what to do?
I probably would if you've never done it before, which makes me wonder, was this for show?
Did they go to church?
Yeah, because you would never have to show a child that's been in church. I used to do communion first Sunday for my entire youth. I don't even remember.
You do it. You witness it. So I'm sitting here like, do you practice?
Is that the same as drinking the red wine?
That is literally what it is. Drinking grape juice and a little piece of bread.
I've done that at the Baptist churches.
Yeah. Did you practice beforehand?
No, I practiced
stand in
wine
line
when I wasn't supposed to.
They give you a piece of bread. They give you that little bitty thing to drink.
That little cracker, yep.
Yeah, literally pass it around the church.
Right. So
sometimes people get a kernel of one square cracker.
Sometimes it depends on how many people would be in the church, determines whether or not they pass around or if you walk up, you go up. Yeah. Or sometimes you'll have it in line and they'll pass the little cups in the line and you pick it up and the preacher still puts the piece in your mouth.
Right. I just
see in my church they didn't do all that. They just would bring it to the aisles.
Yeah, they don't go to church on a regular basis because the kids have witnessed it. If so, you don't have to practice that. But that's just me. What did y'all think about him having the Happy Eddie cannabis shirt while they was practicing?
I didn't notice it.
I did. That's the reason why I sent y'all the link to his. He has products. He doesn't have a dispensary. He actually is a product seller.
Like, what do you mean? I didn't look at the thing because it said you had to be 21. And I feel like putting in my birthday.
No, he makes a product. That's literally called Happy Eddie.
But he has his own strand of marijuana called Happy Eddie. Is that what you're saying?
Not strain. He has his own
line with
plants. Like you make a product. It could be I don't know, some kind of edible or some kind of cream, a toppy. Let me see.
Topical thing.
Yeah, or it could be something that's topical that you rub on and people can go buy it. He's actually, it's kind of the difference. In other words, he don't own the grocery store. He puts a product in the grocery store.
Like a clothing line, and like if you put a clothing line, it sounds like Macy's or something like that. Like something like that.
Correct.
All right. Okay. So that's what it is. I didn't want to put my birthday in. You got to be 21. I ain't feel like doing all that. So I got you.
And he is the face of the product. If y'all go on his on their website, it's called
so you gave some website links?
Yes, CorioWellness.com. And you have to, if you on your computer, you got to put in your birthday just to even look at it.
That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So are they his products or somebody else's? Who is Corey?
I don't know. I don't know if it's his products, but it does say that it's Black owned. It says on the website, founded by Real Housewives Potomac husband, attorney, and entrepreneur Eddie Osafo. The Happy Eddie brand was inspired by Osafo's Real Housewives viral moment on the show during season 7. I swear it says this. Happy Eddie was created with the aim of bringing visibility to Black-owned brands, reducing social stigmas around cannabis, and normalizing adult consumption while educating people on a positive impact of cannabis.
Okay. All right, Eddie.
And his face is there.
So he's the face of Happy Eddie. Makes sense.
And apparently he sells his products in 2 states. Maryland and Missouri. I'm actually surprised about Missouri.
Oh, it's in here?
Yeah, I was actually surprised about Missouri because I thought Missouri could only sell Missouri weed.
Right, like they're letting people from other states.
He might let
somebody else make
some kind of company here, because Missouri is death on it. Like you have to grow Missouri marijuana in order for it to be placed.
I wonder where he's growing it. Well, I told y'all he was doing cannabis a while ago, and that Kai girl didn't believe me. But I be knowing my stuff, Kai. She ain't on here today. So I said I didn't grow up Catholic, so I didn't practice. So I already talked about that. Anything else with Wendy? Okay, Wendy and Karen meet the new girl, Candace. I can't think of her name. What was the new girl's name?
Anika.
Kiana,
thank you. Wendy and Candace. I didn't write her name. That is so not like me. I was not into this show. Wendy and Candace meet Kiana. She owns like a med spa. And Robin just opened one, which I thought was really weird. But and it was down the street around the corner. What y'all think about her? I thought she was cute.
Who? The new girl?
Kiana? Yeah. Not Necca,
why is
but
she
Kiana.
back? What did she was a friend last year and she showed her clothing store. So she's back this year just to do what?
Well, she was just at an event last year.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know.
She's here this year so Wendy can have more people to talk to?
Yes.
She's
nice. Wendy's friend.
Okay.
So what do y'all think? Did y'all like her? She no
Is
impression.
Is that the one that fights?
Yes, that's the one that fights.
Oh, that's the one that fights.
She fought Deborah.
I wonder if her store increased or decreased business after that fight.
Probably increased for a minute.
Because of Deborah. Because of the
I don't know.
I didn't. Did people know she had that store?
I don't know. Well, they do.
Probably didn't get aired.
I don't think they knew when she was fighting. No, they probably didn't know she had that store.
Right.
So probably not then, Callie.
Okay.
So let's see.
Can we talk about how Mia tried to make it seem like Wendy was talking about that baby?
Yeah, we did. We can keep on. Joy did. What did y'all think about that?
She's a victim. She's gonna find a way. She is a white woman in her mind. That's how she responds. I hate to say that. Did I say that?
You did,
but it's so
maybe I
accurate.
shouldn't have said it. Maybe I should say it like this. She acts like a Karen.
There we go.
She acts like a Karen. That's because a Karen can be of any race. She acts like a Karen. That's what she does when she, for whatever reason, is bagged in a corner. When she don't have a good comeback, she's gonna make herself the victim. She's gonna
But
twist.
She didn't say that to Wendy though. She said it to Karen.
Of course not, because she thought about it and said on it.
She thought about it later.
Yeah, because I'm like, in real time, if she said, it's really not cool to talk about somebody's intelligence or to downgrade somebody's intelligence. Like, to me, it would have been a more championed conversation. But Mia don't have, that know it with all, and of course she don't.
She doesn't have the vernacular.
Yeah, she don't have the know it with all. I mean, some women don't want to. It also has to be a place of vulnerability to be able to say that too, because that's the only way you're gonna get somebody like her. Because in my opinion, people like her really don't have a heart. Wendy, she misses social cues. So you almost have to talk to her like she's an idiot. You have to say to her, you really do. And that's the only thing that will work with her. You can't, because she thinks she's all the way up there and she wants to keep you up there. And you have to bring her down by bringing a human factor to it. A human factor would have been, that's really not cool. It's a whole lot of people that deal with stuff like that really do have kids that somebody is calling slow, or really have other adults that's calling other people slow. You have no idea about what I'm capable of. And just because you have a doctorate degree don't make you better than nobody. And that's what you do. That's the kind of human factor that you have to bring to her. You can't go toe to toe.
Wendy the 10 man, honey. She ain't got no heart. She the 10 man.
She don't have a heart. She really don't. So you have to bring a human factor to her, but you have to bring some kind of vulnerability to the table. That's how I know these women. Girl, I'm telling you, I could write a thesis.
I can see where you coming from with that, Joy.
Yeah, you have to.
I agree with that. I really feel like she should have said. I would even said, well, I had an IEP in
right.
I would have put it on me, been like, I struggled, but I overcame. Like, I would have let her know.
Girl, I tell my students all the time, because they tease me that I can't spell. And I always tell kids, believe it or not, I actually was in a remedial reading class. My students find that hilarious because they know if I got 20 minutes, I'm reading something. That's something that I overcame. You can overcome anything when you put your mind to it. So it's just like you heard all of that. You have to bring, I'm telling you, get me in a room with some. I've met people like Wendy. I work with a whole bunch of Wendy.
Communion.
I work with a whole bunch of Wendy's.
Let's get to the communion, honey, because I just cannot with her mama. I want to talk about her mama. And her mama's looking like a white woman.
Everybody been talking about that.
And she had blue contacts in. She's trying to look like Robin and Giselle.
I missed that. Let
me go back and watch. She tried to look, her mama is trying to look like the colorism people that her daughter say is colorism. Okay. I don't understand.
I need to go back. Was Wendy mom on season 5? I need to go back and look at that and look at now.
Put that picture up, Montanique, that we
I have a picture. Let me go find it. I don't know if I'm in Facebook.
That's in the group. It's down. It's pretty.
And one of my little group chats that I'm in on Instagram, they was talking about it in there. They said that one of my friends said that they had a picture of Wendy and her mom on the show when she was young, when Wendy was younger.
They showed it.
I didn't see that.
Said she was 7. She looked 15, but they said she was 7. She looked older.
Yeah, they showed it on the show. Her mother was a brown.
Just over here not too long ago.
She is not some light-skinned woman. They was talking about her tattoos too. She is not Mia.
Girl, that broke my heart.
And if y'all remember last year, her feet was real dark.
Yes, what broke your heart seeing her mom with like that?
Yes, it did, because I was like, if you go, I understand you want to lighten your skin, but to become a white, she was lighter than Robin. Her mom looked white.
And Mia,
She looked pink
and
and
Mia,
raw. Like it
Yeah, I
didn't
wonder
look
what
healthy.
Wendy. I wonder
It
what
was like
Wendy has to
pink.
say about that.
she ain't
I bet
saying
that's something Wendy would never address on TV because that's
no.
that's
You
I,
could,
I
you
I
can't.
wouldn't go there.
You can't. But I wonder will Nika bring it up if with this heat? Because like her mama is
I hope she
tripping.
don't.
Have y'all seen like the
What's her
stuff that her
mama
mother
doing?
sent to Mia?
Yeah, I
No,
did see that, but hell, I mean, anybody mama probably would be like that if they knew somebody was
Mine
doing great
wouldn't. That's
on
not
no,
on
true.
their
Mia.
child.
Not
I
Wendy's
yet.
just
mama just
would.
trying to get a check on the show. Look, we understand where Wendy mom coming from. She's trying to be on the
Oh, I
If
show.
got
somebody would have threw a drink on me, my mama probably would have wanted to fight them for me.
princess.
Well, so somebody would have come crawling at me with their fingers. They needed 2 drinks thrown on
That
them.
is not a that was not an excuse to throw a drink.
It
She
was an
wasn't
excuse.
But
You
touched.
Kelly
you want
feels
to
like it
sit
was
there and
just
let me see how close them fingers gonna come to hit me, or you gonna stop her from hitting you?
I don't think that's what she was doing.
Well, you don't think, but we don't know.
We
And
saw it. Like if she wanted to touch her, I think she would have.
she
At
didn't.
that
Right?
point
She would
of
have.
the
So Mia, that's
argument.
why Mia threw the drink on her first. You ain't hitting me.
But that's not what Mia said. So
Well, we don't care what Mia said. We talking about Mia trying to keep her paycheck. Her husband ain't got no job. We talking about what really happened on the show.
what really
Mia's
happened? We
keeping the
seen that
check.
Wendy
She
died
gonna
at the
say what she got to
table. Big
say.
deal.
Okay.
Wendy died at the table. Big deal.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. There it is. There her mama.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm.
oh my
Mm-mm.
goodness. Yeah, that is a big difference.
With the wall.
She was like, it looked like
Oh my,
unhealthy
that
raw
is a
pink meat.
huge difference. Oh my god.
Y'all
Mm.
see,
Broke
y'all
my
don't
heart,
remember
did.
last year in the scene where Wendy was coming home claiming she was coming home from surgery with a face beat and a hand full of jewelry all on her. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
people were talking about her mother then when she was sitting down and they showed her whole view. And I thought it was shady by the cameras because they showed her whole mother sitting on a couch where you could obviously see that her face was lighter than her feet.
Feet. Yeah, they did. And her hands. Yeah. But what can you do to make your skin that like I don't is that healthy?
Right, that's what I'm trying to.
I've
That's what I'm
seen
trying to figure out.
pictures. I can put pictures. I've seen TikToks of Africans taking certain
Yeah.
baths to remove.
That's scary.
I know that there's a soap that you can buy that
We don't want
supposed
y'all
to
to buy it,
lighten
people.
your
So don't
skin.
tell people what it's called. We
Yeah,
don't want y'all to buy it.
it's a soap that you can buy. The soap that we used to use back in the day, not knowing that it was supposed to be a skin lightener. I know I didn't know it was like
So what
it,
does it do? Strip away the melanin from your
How
skin?
does it take
no
it
melanin.
away?
No, because if they stop doing it, it comes back. That's the
What
reason.
you mean? There was a soap you used that you didn't know
I
was to
don't
lighten
remember
skin.
using no soap that
Back in the
made
day, there used to be this soap that I didn't even realize what it was until somebody pointed it out to me. And it was something that I had in my house. It was old school stuff, like something from like the 80s that was supposed to be
Oh
like for dark
Lord.
spots.
Mm-mm.
So if you had dark knees or elbows, you would put it
okay.
on your knees and your elbows. To me, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I never had dark elbows or knees,
I don't
but my
have that
sister
either.
did. I
Right.
remember that being an issue, but she's a little darker than me, so her knees and
I can
elbows
even
were
see
really,
like
really
you know how
dark.
some people their underarms are a little darker. I can see
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
that.
your inner thighs.
Or your
Yeah.
inner thigh, but
Yeah,
not
that's what I thought it was for. I never
but
really thought about it as a face thing or a arm thing. I don't know if you know that Andrew Carwell is from St. Louis, Mr. Delivered. He
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
talked, he lightened his skin. He talked about it.
but
He's
Sammy
very
Sosa, he did it. Y'all
Sammy
remember
Sosa
Sammy
Sammy
Sosa?
went
yeah,
left.
he's very open
Yeah.
about it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but they say Michael
No.
had
Michael Jackson
vitiligo,
really
so
did have
we
vitiligo. That
gonna
was in
say
his
he had vitiligo.
that was literally in his autopsy report. Now that was cleared. If
Did
But
nothing
he?
he
else
also
was
had
cleared,
but vitiligo means you have splotches. So he had
not
Yeah.
all
So
those.
you
he
could
probably
take
wanted to blend it
medication
all.
though. You could take
But he
now
evened it
they have a
out.
new medication.
Yeah.
I
No,
was going to say that
no.
autopsy might be very well true, but I think I'm going to believe Miss Stephanie Mills and what she said about him.
What'd she say?
anything. And they were good friends and they went together at one point in time. She said all throughout Michael's career, when they would be around each other and stuff like that, she said like she used to tell Michael, like, you want to be like them white people and stuff like that and changing your skin. She said she used to tell him that and he just used to laugh about it.
But I thought you meant she said, she saw him do it or something.
No,
she just used to call him out about it, and he just
she very rarely talked negative about him. But y'all know that the reason for the glove was because his hand was blotchy. The reason he wore the glove was because his hand was blotchy.
Just one hand was blotchy.
Yes, I have a cousin. It's literally just on the tip of her nose. And when she was little,
but Joy, he went from what he looked like when he was a beautiful brown man to a white man.
You can literally take medication. I had a conversation with my cousin about it. If you went on my what's the name, and you can literally see her because I reposted.
But he had to do something to
she
make it.
Literally, there's a new you can literally take. It's two medications out now. You can either take the medication back then, which was only available to make your whole skin white. They now have a new medication that you can take where it turns your skin back brown. They've been advertising it on TV.
That's what I'm saying. He had to take something to turn.
Yes, colors. But a lot of people want to do that when it's blotchy on your face. Like if it's like
I get that. I get it. I'm just saying he did something to even it out.
Yes, that's you can't take something to make yourself all white.
Listening to me, y'all. Yeah. Was she listening to me?
No, I said yes. You could take medication. I said it's now on both ends. When Mike was alive, this medication wasn't available. This is a new medication that was. But
he would have wanted to be the white one. He would have took the white
one. Definitely, absolutely.
He would have definitely took the white one.
He was so handsome.
He got a whole new face, nose. Like he changed his entire features to be more white.
Did you extend our next call?
I can't. But let me do this real quick. We almost done. Ashley misrepresented. What do y'all think about that?
Typical Ashley, like Candace said. Anytime Ashley is going to relay something, she is going to be a messy asshole.
Right. Facts.
I will always be on anybody's side against Ashley because she is a messy hoe. She knew damn well.
She knew. I love Ash. I like everybody on this show actually, but Ashley knew what she was doing. She wanted to get it on and popping. She did, but I don't think it's
even
worse
though
than
Ashley
what
did
Wendy did sitting at that damn table.
Even
Wendy
though
get
she
it on and popping too.
Represent what NECA said, hell, NECA is gonna make it come true.
I was just gonna say that's why I don't believe that it was true. I don't believe she did that on purpose because if she wouldn't have changed so quickly. It was an instant. They didn't even have a chance to see each other after that kind of. You know what I mean? It happened. It wasn't a situation for it to be an issue. She went to Wendy and then she went to NECA and she went to Karen. So she's making it clear I may have misrepresented what so-and-so and so-and-so. And she went to both of them very quickly. If she wanted to hone this out a little bit, she could have.
That's true. That's true. But NECA making it all come true anyway, so it really don't even matter.
Because then they got NECA's. They got Wendy's people ready to go at it, calling other people, talking about they gonna be doing this and gonna be doing that, and don't be talking about my family and you using my family. I can see her mama doing that.
I mean, that could very well be true. My whole thing with the situation is NECA to me, like I said, it feels like to me she was coming for Wendy because she didn't have to bring that up. She did not have to bring that up at all. That was so irrelevant.
It kind of explains a lot. It kind of explains when Wendy first sat down. Like I said, I don't know if we said this already. I don't understand Wendy's response to her. It seemed like there's no way he could be from the same culture and me not be high-fiving you up underneath my wing. It didn't make sense to me.
I think.
Wait, what didn't make sense?
When they first met.
First of all, NECA is making it clear that this wasn't the first time they met. That's one of the issues. And even if it was, it seems like you're having a conversation, and Wendy knew exactly how they know one another. Had something to do with somebody in-law. You'd be like, oh, so and so and so. Oh, girls. I mean, something. It should have been some kind of.
I thought they were cool when they first met. It didn't seem bad.
It didn't seem bad, but it didn't seem familiar.
I mean, because I'm gonna just say it like this: as far as them knowing each other and stuff like that, they may have been in the same events, and maybe, hey, how you doing? And kept it pushing. That doesn't really mean you know someone.
Of course.
And they could try to make it seem like they like know each other.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She didn't. No, she didn't. She was very clear. She even repeated herself. She said she's only been in 2 events, but they do have common people. They even showed the people of the common people that they have.
One was Wendy's sister.
Yes, one was Wendy's sister. Yeah. Wendy's sister is good friends with her in-law or something. Yeah. So it's just like they have common people in common. That's all that I'm saying. And it was just strange to me that it wasn't it just seems like if you know you coming into a group of adversaries, why not have somebody that got your back? Y'all from the same culture. You're 2 highly educated people married to African men doing well. It just seems like they would have been an easy link up.
I told you, I heard Wendy didn't want her on the show. Wendy did not want her on the show.
I just feel like I feel like the talking about the mama thing is probably what's gonna make them fall out, because everything seemed cool for now, and then the whole mama thing, that's probably what's gonna cause their rift with each other. The mama thing. That's
but
just
what would you not have a rift if somebody said that they mama was putting a shrine, like y'all mama straight? I mean, take away the hocus pocus of it, like, or the voodoo aspect of it that a lot of people feel like. And then this one African in one group girl was trying to convince me that her mama was praying for her. If that's how that's why it kind of reminds. Yes, that's why I have to remind myself not to ask general, like people be sending out texts, pray for so and so. You'll never know
what people pray for me.
Don't pray for me. Like that, I mean,
first of all, I ain't gonna do unanswered. What they say, something prayers. What they say,
and all I kept
unspoken prayers. I don't know what that prayer is. I'm not praying for your unspoken prayer because I don't know what you're praying about.
What if she put a hex on Mia for real? And that's why they having so many problems.
Yeah, I pray not.
I don't think that's what it is. I just think I think Mia and them was doing some funny business in that business. That's what I think that was.
Right.
All right. I think
but I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to the NECA versus Wendy, like I said, I don't know. We don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, all we can go off is NECA's word that Wendy's mom did. That is not like a conversation recorded in audio, so we really don't know what happened. We can only go on speculation of what she said.
But I do
she said it happened.
Why are they focusing so much on Wendy's religion? They've never had. Yep. She got the rosary in her purse. Yep. Then she has the communion.
Now it makes sense why they spent that boring time and all.
They never focused on her religion as much. Yep.
That's why I said
because they probably didn't. Because they probably wasn't expecting NECA to come in with that. And when she came in with that just made it all the more sense. Probably to go with
probably narrative. They said this in to the producers. Yeah, the producers did this.
That makes no sense. She never showed us a rosary. Even Candace was like, "You got the rosary in your purse, girl?" Like she had. Come on.
Man, child, it's probably some stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Maybe these conversations probably have been being had and stuff. Who knows, child? With these,
well, you know, the article was in the paper about her family. So,
well, I mean,
they say Eddie's family put it in the paper because they don't. I don't understand.
He definitely put it in it. Somebody African leaked that story because Black people don't even talk like that. We don't know nothing about this stuff.
So, do y'all think Wendy Mama doing it?
Yes.
I don't know. So I don't know.
Yes, I absolutely.
I don't want her to hex me.
Yes,
I don't know. So, child, I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say yes or no on that. All I gotta say is, wouldn't nobody be talking about my mama neither. So I get it.
So, the producers did this. Yeah.
I get it. But I don't know. So I don't know. 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 So child, I don't know. So I'm not gonna say yes or no on that. All I gotta say is, wouldn't nobody be talking about my mama neither. So I get it.
But you don't care when Heavenly say your mama.
I never said that I thought Heavenly was right when
I
she
thought
said
you
that.
did. Okay, good.
No, I never said that. Heavenly was definitely wrong for that.
Okay,
But
good.
Heavenly is just funny though, but it's still wrong. It was
But it's
absolutely
funny.
wrong. Yeah.
So is it funny when Necka do it?
I feel like for the sake of beefing purposes, plausible.
It's gotta
Plausible.
be. I really hate that the two Nigerian women are gonna be at
Yeah.
odds, but it
Me
is.
too.
It is what it is. But I have a question, and then we're gonna leave. Do you think that they are trying to replace Wendy with NECA, or they just gonna
No,
keep this beef? Okay.
I think it's
no.
possible.
I think if they wanted to replace Wendy, Wendy would have left. Shit, they wouldn't have gave her no contract, and you know what I'm saying. They would have just left her out the cast if they were trying to replace her. Really.
Okay.
I think they may be looking for more people that get along with one another. You
Yeah.
have to get past certain things. I strongly believe that.
I
It's just
agree.
like, say whatever you want about Candace. Even Candace has been able to say, look, I can't stand Ashley, but we can always kiki and get along. I'm never gonna be uncomfortable or uneasy being in the room
But
with
this is
you.
the thing that I think Candace actually likes Ashley. I
She
think she
does.
wants to
She
be
likes
Ashley's
Ashley.
friend. But
Yeah, she
Ashley
wants.
cannot help but to be a messy hoe. She can't help it. Ashley can't help it. She can't help herself.
It's in her nature. Okay.
Literally. She
She
cannot
is
help but to be
Sheila's
messy.
child.
Yeah. But my
Literally.
point is, Wendy is the only one that can't get past stuff.
I don't
And
even think it's that at this point. I just
I
think
do.
Giselle just don't want to deal with her, and if she don't want to
It
deal with
ain't
her, she's
just
just not.
Giselle though. It's not just Giselle. Wendy,
Robin, I
like,
mean, they come as two in the pie, child.
I
Robin
mean, but
can't get over the comment she made
that's
about
a third
one.
of your cast.
Robin can't get past the stuff she said about one, and that
It's a
came out of
third.
Robin's mouth.
She did though. That's not true. She did. She's a third. If you're not talking to a
All
third of
season
the
7,
cast,
Robin did not want to talk to Wendy.
you're not a good fit for the show.
Well, I'm going off what Robin said all season 7. She didn't want to talk about nothing around Wendy. She didn't want to talk to Wendy.
Well,
That's
she
what came out of
don't.
Robin's mouth. So
I mean, it's not necessarily the reason that her and Wendy fell out didn't have anything to do if you're talking about season 6. The stuff that they've had new issues. This is new stuff that happened last season, and the stuff that they were saying, Wendy ain't really interviewed that much. The stuff that they were saying when they were on hiatus.
Nobody don't want to talk to Wendy. I'm not playing.
Yeah, she's not personable. Like Wendy could literally be in a room. She would be the least person I would walk to. She got resting bee face all day.
And she's get rid of them baby hairs, her and NECA.
Oh, girl. Both of them.
I just want them to get rid of baby hairs altogether. It just I
hate baby hairs. Nobody else wear them but them.
Nobody over 3 should be able to wear them.
Like,
now that I have to agree with.
Like a wig.
Okay.
It makes
Wendy
the wig
had
look
them, and her baby hairs be thick.
Well, they wear them when they do the wigs.
Why?
I'm just saying.
But like I said, I ending this because I know we got to do Married to Medicine. I got a lot to say about that, honey.
Oh, we gotta probably really go. Hurry up.
Oh, sweet tea, honey. Oh, sweet tea.
Okay,
but okay. I am loving this side of Giselle. Like, for real, I am. Like, the nun being fucking messy and starting shit and just showing her personal life. Her with a man. Actually, you can tell she getting some beans because she look happy and she just staying to herself. And I like this side of Giselle. If we saw more of this side of Giselle, she would be okay in my book.
I just hope people don't say she boring. She ain't doing that because that's
right.
No, I've never thought Giselle was boring. I just never just.
No, that's what they gonna say because she ain't gonna be doing
say she ain't boring, but like I said, I just like seeing the more personal side of Giselle. Definitely, without her being all in the mess.
So y'all follow us on Chatter Up. Here's our QR code. We're about to step off of here. And we're going to do Married to Medicine.
Because
So
I am ready to drag old.
Girl, they so shady. Look, y'all.
Can
Let
I
me say
finish
this.
y'all are about to make me lose my
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Woo! Okay, I'm about to go. We're gonna go. We'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.